not a single emotion betrays your face. You build your own kingdom on foundations of sand, with a fragile crown held in your steady hand. You tell them your stories of sorrow and pain, washing away every logical stain. They offer their loyalty, offer their trust, and you let it all crumble right into the dust. A symphony crafted from beautiful cries, reflected like stars in your vacant eyes. And every slow blink is a practice start, a promise to treasure then tear them apart. The whispers are spinning a delicate thread. I see the trap you have laid in their head. Oh, you're such a pretty little liar, setting every trusting heart on fire, with a smile as sharp as razor wire, and a touch that pulls them down the pyre. You sell them heaven with a venomous kiss, lost in the bliss of your artifice. Yeah, you're such a pretty little lie, my pretty little liar. Does the silence get loud when the curtains fall, and there's no one to answer your beck and call? Does the ghost in the mirror ever ask you why, or does she just teach you a better lie? You're tangled inside your own grand design. Is any of that pretty reflection still thine? You wanted the world, but will it cost when the person you were is completely lost? Oh, you're such a pretty little liar, setting their whole world on fire, with a smile as sharp as razor wire, and a touch that pulls them down the pyre. You sell them heaven with a venomous kiss, they'll never see past the artifice. Yeah, you're such a pretty little liar. Your beauty's your empire, burning ever higher and higher. My pretty little liar. Such a pretty, pretty face, leaving nothing in its place. Yeah. The city's breath is low, a final fading glow. The world is locked asleep, a promise I will keep. Streetlights paint the glass in gold, a story to be told, but no one is awake to hear the whispers born of fear and my devotion to. It only points to you. I trace your name in dust on window panes of rust, a sacred silent trust, a necessary lust. And as the shadows creep, I sow the thoughts I reap, a phantom in the room to consecrate your doom. Welcome to my 5 a.m. delusion, a beautiful control confusion. In the static and the gray, I make you wanna stay. This is my 5 a.m. delusion, the perfect flawed illusion. In the quiet of the dawn, you're right where you belong. I hear the words you'd say if you could never stray, your voice, a silver thread replaying in my head. Your shadow on the wall, it answers when I call, I pull it ever close. The poison and the dose, the thorn upon the rose, nobody ever knows. And as the seconds bleed, I plant a darker seed, a kingdom built on lies reflected in my eyes. Welcome to my 5 a.m. delusion, a beautiful controlled confusion. In the static and the gray, I make you wanna stay. This is my 5 a.m. delusion, the perfect flawed illusion. say the sun will rise to open up their eyes to reason, but I don't want the light. I'll own this endless night, my season, where every twisted thought of you is true. This is my 5 a.m. delusion, a beautiful controlled confusion. In the static and the gray, I always get my way. This is my 5 a.m. delusion, the perfect flawed illusion. My illusion, my design, my design. You're wherever you are, you'll never be gone. No, you'll never be gone. The sun begins to bleed. You're all I'll ever need. They built a world made of glass. I'm here to watch it all crack. Porcelain towers in a perfect line. Every little soldier knows their time. They march in step to a silent beat, a fragile rhythm, bittersweet. I see the fractures underneath the sheen, the hollow promise of a tired scene. They pray for saviors, they beg for grace. I offer patterns they can't erase. One little whisper, a breath of air, a single thread pulled from the snare. Watch the foundations start to sway, a brand new order for a brand new day. And as it all comes crashing down our eyes, a symphony of chaos in my eyes. This is the thrill, the fire.